so listen up. Within this podcast, you'll find themes of an adult nature. These include alcohol, tobacco, drugs, firearms, cursing, pussy, and anything else that comes to our mind, really. So if this disturbs you, go away.
And now that all the legal mumbo jumbo is out of the way, let's get the show started.
All right, and welcome back.
For the third time.
For the third time this session. We've got Dual Thought here. I am JJ. I'm with...
I am TR.
And we've got a semi-plan today.
I don't know about plan, but we got something to talk about.
Semi. Only.
Semis?
Yeah.
We're going to talk about semis today.
Yes.
They some big trucks. All right, that's the end of the show.
Right? Yeah, we're done. Thank you guys for listening. It was a short show, and we'll get back to our hour-long podcast next week.
I don't know. I think we can make it maybe 40 seconds next time.
Maybe. I don't know. All right, so like I said, we had a small plan, but let's start out with some news.
Hey, you want to jump right into news?
Yeah, you have a couple that you said had looked up?
Yeah, I've got a few things sitting here in front of me. Let's start with local news. First and foremost, I pulled up one that's out of Aurora. Apparently, 3 guys were moving into an apartment, moving their stuff in on this, about 11 o'clock at night. 3 other guys walk up to him, try to rob him. Just straight out, hey, you guys moving in. Hey, how's it going? Give me all your shit. Well, they weren't going to take that. One of them pulled out a gun, shot all 3 men, 2 wounded, 1 dead.
Damn.
Yeah, teach you. Don't rob a motherfucker that's moving. You have no idea what he's gotten at.
I'd like to take that further and go, don't do anything stupid in Denver. Because, I mean, have you been hearing the news that's been coming out of Denver?
Not much, no.
There's been people blowing themselves up with hash...
well, that's been going on.
Hash houses?
That's been going on for a while, actually.
Apparently it's all the rage right now on all the news networks and everything is how people are improperly making hash and blowing themselves up.
Yeah, it's... what was the one where they basically put fuel into a container on the stove?
Yeah.
Yeah, and how stupid can you freaking get?
I don't know.
Heat, fuel, boom, hello. What do you think cars run on?
And then Denver is also scaring me because, I mean, like, within a week, there were, like, 3 reports of somebody murdering somebody. Like, there was this one where the chick murdered another chick to get, or she attacked another chick to get her baby and then took that baby to the hospital claiming that it was hers.
Well, ain't that just prime stupid in effect?
Well, the good news in it, though, is that the woman that was attacked and the baby both survived.
Good. I mean, did the woman actually ever realize the fact if anybody had doubts, they can just go, DNA test that thing, please?
Right?
Hello. It's not your kid.
I don't know how they plan to get away with that one.
I have no freaking idea. I mean, if you're going to kidnap something, don't go to the hospital with it. Hey, I want you to check out my baby that I just stole. That's legitimately mine. Shit. Can I redo that? Freaking morons.
On another piece of local news, I was looking at the Huffington Post, and apparently we have a town in Colorado known as the highest civilization that man is on, called Climax, Colorado.
I go to Climax every morning.
Oh yeah, it's a little interesting. It's I believe sitting at let me pull that up. It is sitting at 11,360 feet above sea level, just above Leadville. And right now it's kind of a ghost town, but they reopened up the Climax Mine.
I'm sorry, but you can't really freaking say that without laughing.
No. That's why I had to pull it up here. Apparently, they recently reopened the Climax mine fully. And even though there is a school, a hospital, and a post office up there, there are no residential houses. Right now, there's pretty much
Now, how does it make
a parking lot with all the miners and a beef jerky cellar.
How does it make it a town if there's no residential houses whatsoever?
I don't know. I think they're trying to reopen the town, but apparently in 1965, they shuffled all the houses down to Leadville.
Oh, okay. There's still a cardboard box down there. I think it's a refrigerator box. Home Sweet Home written on the side of it. That's how it's a town.
And the jerky guy sells jerky from it.
See, there we go. He lives out of his working environment.
That's how it is. Climax, the town of one.
Well, surprising news out of Loveland Pass, Clear Creek County. I guess Loveland Pass now is closed in both directions Sunday afternoon due to an avalanche.
Ooh, yay, more avalanches.
Dude, still snow in May? Come on.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, it is unclear what caused the snow slide or how large it was or whether any vehicles were buried. But we know that we got a shit ton of snow all covering the road.
Nice.
So I hope you didn't want to go to Loveland Pass anytime soon.
Oh, no. And that's another thing. This town or this state is almost flooding everywhere.
Oh, yeah, no, freaking, that's what I thought too. Due to the fact that we got rain everywhere, how the hell is it we got snow now too?
Higher elevations.
Well, I'm
pretty sure Climax got quite a bit of snow.
It's got something white up there. Right.
I'm not gonna let Climax go. That's gonna stay throughout the entire show. I'm just gonna pull out that town randomly throughout the show.
So what you're saying is you're pulling out your Climax?
Yes.
I do that every day. In world news, we travel around over here to China, go to Beijing.
Lovely, lovely China. What'd you do this time?
Apparently, and hey, don't blame me this time.
No, I'm saying China.
In Beijing, they are now enforcing one hell of a smoke ban. Pretty much trying to stamp out cigarettes completely from the entire country.
Interesting.
Yeah. Even though they were the world's largest consumer of cigarettes. Now they're trying to stamp it all out. Apparently they can't smoke in restaurants, offices, public transportation, even on the street for the matter. You really can't be caught smoking.
So basically they're making cigarettes like we used to make weed.
Pretty much.
Hide under your cover. Do it. Come on.
Pretty much, yeah. I mean, you can get caught getting up to 200 yen as a fine, which normally was like 10 yen, which in American dollars, that's 200 yen, $32.25 for a fine. Normally it's $1.60. Woohoo. I'll pay that fine for smoking. But I guess they're raising it up. Anyone who breaks the law 3 times will be named, shamed, and put up on a government website. And then on top of that, any businesses can be fined up to 10,000 yen, which translates to $1,600 for failing to stamp out the cigarettes.
For failing to have no smoking in their establishment?
In, on, or around. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, if somebody's caught smoking, the business is going to be in trouble. For not stopping them. Ain't that some crazy shit?
Damn you Chinese people.
Now, that is one hell of a way to make sure you quit smoking. You want to quit smoking? Go to China. You can't over there.
Oh, all you guys from China that still want to smoke, come over here.
Right.
We'll just start blending already.
Wait a minute. I thought they were already trying to invade over here.
Well, we'll just bring all the smokers over here and we'll start making the United Republic of China.
Hey, might as well. It's already turned out to be the United States of Mexico.
Right.
So, all right. Finally, my last little tidbit here. We jump on over to Hyderabad, India, where, sure, it rained earlier.
The home of Bollywood.
That did not a damn thing for them. Dude, the rain didn't even cool them off with temperatures reaching over 113 degrees.
How long's this heat thing been going on?
It looks like it's been going on for quite a while, actually. Daytime, it's in between 113, 116 degrees Fahrenheit, of course. It says some parts of 2 states over the weekend, 5 to 12 degrees Fahrenheit above normal. So, yeah, that's still pretty freaking hot.
No wonder they wear those really light, frilly clothing.
Shit, I would too. I'd run around naked. Look at Gandhi. He was in freaking just diapers.
Pretty much.
No fucking wonder. The dude barely ate and is sitting there in heat all the time. I wouldn't eat either. I wouldn't have a appetite. Sitting there hot as fuck, just sweating it all out. Screw that.
Yeah,
Not going to India.
Hell, I have a rough enough time when it hits 102 here.
Oh, actually, on top of that, apparently, I guess I didn't read down far enough here. Actually, it says, meanwhile, 22 heat-related deaths have been reported in northern Uttar Pradesh. So I'm guessing part of India.
I'm thinking that's like a state or something in India.
That's my news segment for today. Moving on.
Well, that's pretty much all the world news that we've got.
Moving on now.
Let's go to game news.
Games, all right. I believe you want to start that one off there.
I just have this interesting thing that led to us doing this part of the segment. I was on Twitter, the bane of all existence. God, I hate Twitter.
Don't we all?
But I was on Twitter and I was looking at the video games and gamers community thing, and I scrolled down a little, and apparently Mortal Kombat 10 is coming out here soon.
Nice.
And I think they're going to have the Predator released in it. And so they released this little interesting thing that interesting topic thing, I guess you'd call it.
Yeah.
Interesting factoid or whatever. The first fatality that Sub-Zero had, the one where he rips the skull and spine out of the player.
I'm not sure that was Sub-Zero.
Yeah, that should have been Sub-Zero.
Because I believe ripping the spine out, wasn't that Reptile?
Nope, that was Sub-Zero.
Oh, all right.
Sub-Zero's first fatality was inspired by the movie Predator. And Predator will be featured as an upcoming guest in Mortal Kombat 10.
And does it say the release date on that?
It does not on that one.
Well, that sucks. Something to look forward to, but we're just going to have to sit and wait.
Yeah, but it looks like it.
Which, that'll be interesting enough. Speaking of a few games coming out soon, I know this one's one of your favorite here. You got a show you mentioned earlier on. Do you really like the Steins Gate?
Yeah, that's one of my anime.
Yes, and they apparently are coming out with a game featuring Steins Gates, and it says that would be June is when that's coming out. Technical difficulty, sorry. Yes, all right. So, yes, June 5th, it looks like, will be the release date for that one. The 9th, we have a new Elder Scrolls online version. If you like Bethesda games, you'll like the online version of Elder Scrolls.
That sounds interesting.
Yeah, I'm going to probably check it out.
I've always loved the whole single player aspect that they've come out with, and I have always wished for a more multiplayer capacity.
Yeah, exactly. Play with others around the world, especially the way you can soup up your character. I mean, the armor, the weapons, everything you can get.
Yeah, after a while, the NPCs are nothing.
I mean, I'm honestly wondering if you can actually, go and battle other players, or if it's one of these, cooperative, y'all's do the missions together.
I'm sure that there will be their there will be a PvP side to it.
Kind of like the
player versus player side to it. But.
What is that game you guys like to play? You and Ford were
World of Warcraft.
yes. That's what I'm thinking. It might come out to be like like World of Warcraft thing.
Any of those standard MMORPGs, it'll probably come out something like that. Like World of Warcraft has its PvP zone, but it's more about trying to get together, do a raid. I mean, like in World of Warcraft, which I'm hoping to see out of this Bethesda one. I'm saying that right?
Yeah. I think I said it wrong. I said Bethesda.
I'm really hoping that they'll make it. They'll make kind of like a World of Warcraft, but a lot more visually appealing.
Yeah, definitely.
With the multitude of characters and
if you look
races that they have.
If you look at Skyrim and Fallout, and I mean all the Fallouts and everything, the Elder Scrolls series, as it's been, the graphics.
I don't think Fallout was part of the Elder Scrolls series. I think that was its own.
No,
series.
I'm saying out of that company, Bethesda that makes Bethesda, whatever. What the fuck ever. They can come sue me. I don't care. But if you look at how they do detail on their world maps, I think it will be visually striking as hell. I mean, look at Skyrim.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
and they build their worlds huge.
Oh,
they're
hell yeah.
Humongous.
There's almost no end to them. Almost.
There was another one. I'm gonna have to let you go to the next one while I look up this game that's supposed to be coming out on a Kickstarter.
Well, next up on the online circuit, we've got Haven's Ward, which is a Final Fantasy 14. Which for anybody that liked the Final Fantasy series, definitely check out the Final Fantasy 14. Haven's Ward. It's I haven't checked anything out about it just yet because that doesn't come out until the 23rd of June. But I don't know. I'm willing to give it a shot. It is Final Fantasy. I've always loved it. If you're really into the whole Tour de France things, they got a game for that now too.
What?
Yeah, Le Tour France. It's coming out on the 19th. I guess it's just a little biking game where you competitively race bicycles. I'm not sure of the system that it's actually on. Let me take a look real quick here. It looks like it's coming out on Xbox One, PS4, and PS3.
Wow. That sounds interesting, but I probably won't. I probably won't be the one lining up to get it anytime soon.
No, not even close. Actually, I wouldn't stop making fun of you if you were.
Right. I found the one that I was looking for. Mm-hmm. There's this game on Kickstarter. It's got a couple of trailers out for it, which I'd suggest anybody listening to this go look at if you're a gamer.
The one person listening to this?
Probably. But there's something called Star Citizen coming out. And
ooh, interesting.
It's got first person to it. There's going to be first person shooting in it. There's going to be starship battles out in space. Some of the cool things that are in it is that if you have a joystick for your computer, you can actually control and pilot the spaceships all like a fighter.
I got a joystick, but I can't plug it into my computer.
And right now it doesn't have a time that it's coming out. It's still under development, but they have 34,397 backers. Ooh, people willing to play this game. And all these people have pledged $2,134,374 to build this project.
Damn. I need to come up with a good ass idea and get freaking 3,400 backers to give me $2 million. I'm good.
They do have quite a good looking couple of trailers out. They've got some gameplay trailers out, some beta test trailers out. If You know anything about the online RPG world? There's a game called EVE Online.
Oh, right. You were showing me that the other day.
It's basically, well, when it started and when I played it, it was all about a ship in space. And the space was massive for them. I mean, their map for the world was probably about 506 different systems that you could go to. Each system having anywhere from one space station that you could go to 30.
That's a lot.
So it had a lot of gameplay to it, and there are people that have been playing since the start of this, and I think it was like 10 years ago, maybe longer.
Right.
This is supposed to be, Star Citizen is supposed to be kind of like EVE, but adding in the first person, being able to control your person, walk around.
Yeah, the first person shooter thing.
And plus the first person shooter aspect to it.
Yeah, because isn't EVE mainly just ship flying?
Yeah. There is combat and everything in EVE, but it's all ship-based combat. Yeah, exactly. Whereas this one's going to be ship and human-based combat.
Pretty freaking decent if you ask me.
They're claiming it to be, their startup line for this is to try and create the best game ever. Ever.
Well,
and
I think everybody tries to do that. Well, not everybody, but most people are actually trying to create the best game ever, and that's why you see so much detail in most of these games.
Oh, yeah.
Online or on systems.
The thing that they're doing is they're not even going to be trying to make money off of this. Any money that they get from the backers that pledge support for this, I'm not sure if it's going to be a free-to-play game or a pay-to-play game, but any money that they get out of the game is all going to go back into the game. And they're going to make it big, have constant updates, have constant new material.
Right.
So I'm looking forward to this one coming out just to at least say I've tried it and see what it is. I mean, they've got a great idea, they got a great premise, and you don't see a lot of ship-based games anymore.
Have you already said, or what's the release date on this one?
Like I said, I don't know if it does have a release date.
Or a general idea of when it might come out?
The last thing that they've had is that they've got all the avatars fixed and items fixed, but it does not have a release date yet.
All right. Well, hopefully another one. Hopefully that we can see coming up here soon. Probably by the end of the year, I'm guessing.
I'm hoping.
That's the biggest hope. I mean, that's two real games to check out, definitely.
Oh, yeah.
I've got another couple here as well. If you're a fan of Metal Gear Solid 5 is now coming out.
I've heard about that, and I heard that they're going to be like revamping the entire Metal Gear with this one.
I'm guessing graphics and everything else is going to be pretty much superior to everything else that they've done. I'm guessing it's going to be a whole new weapon system and everything like that. But it's called the Phantom Pain, so you can figure there's going to be a whole hell of a lot of death.
I'm all for that. I mean, video game violence, woo!
Right? We all
love
like that.
Shit.
I mean, if you want some good video game violence, I just finished one myself as Far Cry 3. I loved the detail they had to it to where, you shoot somebody and blood splatters against the wall. It's
nice.
It looked freaking awesome. I mean, dialogue was, kind of hilarious. Not bad hilarious, but the dialogue they had in there was just such a way that actually gave you a giggle. And then we got another movie-based game coming out, which I thought would never happen. We've got Mad Max.
Oh, shit.
Mad Max is coming out on September 4th.
Yes, but is it going to be the Mad Max based off the new movie?
That's what I'm guessing, which I don't think is going to be all that great. At least, okay, I'm not going to pass judgment just yet due to the fact that I have not watched the new movie. But the reason the reason I haven't watched it is because they're redoing Mad Max
completely,
and the storyline is completely wrong. I mean, if you've watched any of the Mad Maxes, you know damn well and right how everything started.
Thunderdome.
That would be his third one.
Loved it.
Beyond the Thunderdome. And yeah, it's really one of those movies where I don't know if I actually want to see it. I might give it a chance. I might actually check it out and see what it's all about.
I might too. I enjoyed the first Mad Maxes. I am kind of disappointed that they aren't continuing the storyline and instead doing something new.
Right.
Completely.
Yeah, well, they're just revamping, they're redoing how it all started.
Yeah.
And we know how it started. He was a cop. You know, that was the beginning of it all.
Yeah.
Now, you can't change him from being a cop to being an outlaw and say, oh, well, it started this way instead. You have 3 movies saying no.
I was actually, when it came out with trailers and all of that for the movie, I was confused as shit because the entire, the majority of all of the trailer was this woman.
Yeah.
I thought they were making a female version of Mad Max. And then when the trailer was over, I thought that maybe the world that they were in had progressed a couple years or something. Like maybe we were even further into the apocalyptic future.
Yeah, a sequel to it all.
But no, it's still same time period, and they've got a new actor to play Max who's supposed to be younger than the last one.
And that's one big thing with me is if you're gonna make something a sequel mainly, you really can't replace the actor. And it's just that's what throws it all off. That's what throws off the movie itself. Because now you've gotten used to the first guy or girl or whoever that freaking was great in the movie. That's why you like the movie. That's why you want to see a sequel.
Yeah.
And then when you go to see a sequel, it's somebody completely different. You know, what was the point in freaking that one?
Yeah, it just brings up a bit of disappointment.
And speaking of a few movie differentiations here, especially sequels.
Before we move on to that,
alrighty.
In other related game news, we have E3 coming up. The Electronic Entertainment Expo is coming up. It will be June 16th to 18th. And apparently we are looking... there's supposed to be some really big announcements from Microsoft and Sony this year.
New systems coming out? Or?
I don't think it's going to be new systems. I think it's going to be new hardware.
All right. Add-ons to pre-existing?
Possibly. More, I think more because we just got the Xbox One and PS4 out, I think last year.
Yeah. And now maybe they've got add-ons for that, like they did for 3 and whichever the other Xbox was.
I forget.
Yes, I don't know. I'm not a big Xbox person, so I don't follow along with their series as much. But
I've never really been the biggest of Xbox, and it's not because I don't like the system. It's I don't understand the controller.
So I'm guessing that they're going to do like what 3 did, is bringing out like Move and Gun and stuff like that. And maybe they're bringing out new little toys to play with PS4 with, and Xbox One, of course. Maybe an updated Kinect or something.
Quite possibly. I have looked into a little bit of the news, and it says that they're not really expecting Microsoft to talk about specifics or anything, but they do expect...
they're being secretive.
Sorry, was looking for the word that I was looking at. they're more expecting Microsoft to show a bunch of games.
All right.
And they don't think that they're going to be Kinect-related games, but like games for more of their hardcore gamer group. They're expecting something about Halo 5, a new Tomb Raider, and they also want to get some of their third parties out there to... apparently they're making a new Street Fighter from one of their sponsors.
No shit, huh? Street Fighter only had a few.
Yeah, and that would be a nice one to see come back as Street Fighter.
Oh, yeah. Just me, Honda. Yeah.
They're also expecting Microsoft to announce about a Xbox One Slim. And they think that they will lower the price on the Xbox One again as well.
Well, yeah, if they're going to bring out a new version.
They're also thinking about reimagining their controller, apparently.
Hey, maybe people will actually be able to use it.
And they're... one of the new features that we do know about is that the controller will have a built-in 3.5 millimeter headphone jack.
Oh, so you can just directly jack right into the controller.
Yeah.
All right, instead of Bluetoothing it.
I kind of always thought that they had one, though.
I think actually it wasn't a microphone jack, of course. It was a added-on piece, little, I don't know, strange-looking little thing that you plug into it, and then that has another thing where you can plug into to where you can plug a microphone in.
That'll be really cool if they do that, though, so that you can plug in anything.
Yeah.
Because you can go get your Turtle Beaches now at Walmart and that were meant for PlayStation and all that, for your head mic and all that.
Yeah.
Now you don't have to go out and get a specialty headphone or mic jack for
Yeah, you can just
Xbox
have
anymore.
whatever, the cheapies or whatever, you can just plug whatever in.
Yeah. Which is, I think that's kind of cool.
That'd be nice.
It would be.
But, I mean, that is still for Xbox, too.
Yeah, and I'm not sure how much I'm going to be running out for an Xbox anytime soon.
PS4, maybe if they change their pay to do anything kind of thing. They're following a little too close with Xbox on that one, in my opinion.
As far as for Sony, they don't think that there's going to be any real big announcements from Sony. Because Sony right now, the PS4 is completely annihilating the Xbox One. Everybody's going out for this.
Take that, you fucking Xbox assholes.
And they say that the console has proven to be the most powerful and the most easy to develop a game for.
Yeah.
So they're thinking that Sony might not really do much but bring out games and developers to talk about what games are coming out, what new shit's coming out. And they're also probably going to talk about an open gaming development for the indie game market.
Oh, okay.
So they might have something new in there that anybody can now create a game.
Well, if you know how to create games, that is, yeah, you can.
And we've seen Xbox with this, with their indie game market, and all the little things that have come out from there. But it'd be nice to see it on the Sony market too.
Yeah, definitely. Especially because, I mean, Sony has their type of games that they do. I mean, not a lot of them are multiplayers.
Yeah.
And it would be nice to see a little bit more multiplayer games come out.
Destiny was nice.
Destiny was nice. I mean, yeah, something like that. Like, other than, Mortal Kombat or Injustice and things like that. Those are just regular fighting games.
Yeah.
I want to see more of the cooperative action, not just online gameplay, but also, the cooperative is a group kind of dynamic.
Yeah, and they've started doing that with, Destiny. And they have another one. I'm not sure too many people know about it, unless you're an avid EVE Online player. They have a first-person shooter for the PlayStation exclusive called Dust 514.
I think I did hear about that one, actually.
You know about it because I have it on the PlayStation.
Not anymore.
But basically what it is it's a bridge connect. So you have the online Eve world, and then you have the PlayStation Dust world, and they both mingle. You're sent off to go attack, play the game, go out and shoot, kind of like a Call of Duty or anything else.
Right.
But whether you win or lose in that match affects the entire world online in the game.
That seems, decent enough. I mean,
I'd like to see a couple more of those games come out.
Yeah, definitely. It's like, what is it?
Lost
Sorry.
it.
GTA 5. All right, one of the better GTAs, Grand Theft Autos, they've come out with. They do have an online multiplayer edition. I mean, most games do have a multiplayer thing to them. They're just an online versus thing.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. I'd like to see more of a
cooperative.
Not even, it doesn't have to go as far as that, but where if you do go online and play, even if it is just the player versus player thing, it affects your single player game. I would love to see that.
Now, see, yeah, I don't know many of them that do that one.
I don't know, except for Dust and Eve, I don't know of any that do that.
Yeah, I can't really say that they do. I mean, I know since I do have GTA 5, it's a completely different realm. You create a completely different character. It's more of a free run, no real mission kind of things.
Yeah.
It's just you create a character, you go in, you see other characters and race them or whatever. I mean, you just gain whatever in there. But
I'd like to see it affect the other gameplay, though.
Exactly. Like, you earn so much money, that on when you log into your single player, all that money gets transferred over.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
Or with the race. If you're racing,
your stats go up.
You could lose your car.
Exactly.
You could lose territory. You could lose standing. There's a lot that you could, if you lose that race, could affect your gameplay.
I think that'd be more of a game for like Need for Speed kind of.
I think we need to get a Kickstarter for this before anybody else takes our idea for listening to this podcast.
Too late.
Yep, it's out there.
By the time this goes out there, it's done.
Oh yeah.
Our one audience member is actually going to.
That's a good idea. Bink, it's mine.
Copyright it, motherfucker.
They're going to put an LLC on it like the day we launch this podcast.
Right?
And then like a week later when we go back and go, you know what? I've been thinking, I've had some really good ideas on this game where...
we can't do it, dude.
We can't do it. Somebody put an LLC on it. What? But yeah, that I want to see that out of games.
Yeah, definitely.
Because, I mean, we've all played the story games. We've all played the shooter games. Honestly, they're starting to lose.
They are, but I don't know. I'm still a big fan of the RPG games.
Oh,
I really
absolutely. And that's one of the reasons is because it's constantly changing. The RPG games are based on everything that you do.
Basically, yeah. I mean, especially now that they're coming out with games that if you break the law, it affects how people view you, affects your gameplay. You play these games where a choice you make is something that's going to affect the entire game.
Yeah.
I mean, it's choose your own storybooks come to life, basically.
I think that is going to overrun the game market here. In gaming's future, I think that's what it's going to be, is more MMOs and more RPGs.
Well, just like I mentioned Far Cry 3, the ending there gives you, I mean, the whole game itself, you follow along the story.
Yeah.
At the very end, you are given a choice. You can either save your friends or join Citra, and pretty much your friends fucking die. You're the whole thing you're doing to save them all was for naught, and you just join her and become warrior and all this shit. I don't know. I didn't choose that part, so I chose to save the friends.
I wonder how if they're planning on making that affect the next game in their series.
I don't know because there is Far Cry 4 out. So
exactly, I wonder. We got to go. And that's the kind of thing I like to see in a video game is when you do have these alternate endings in a game.
It affects the next series.
It should affect the next game.
That is if, in fact, you save all of your data from the first game.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, if you delete that, put in a new disc, well, it doesn't have anything to read on.
So basically, you should have 3 versions of a game that come out if you had two different type of endings. The next one in the series should have a start from where you were in the last game.
Yeah.
On whichever ending that you had. So,
Depending.
So there's 2 different versions of the game right there. And then the third one would be for the person that just goes out and picks up that game and has not played anything else before it.
Exactly. So, I mean, you start off with, hey, make a decision, instead of, oh, you've already made it.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, exactly. I mean, which path would you like to choose here? Would you like to be a warrior? Would you like to be, a little pussy friend that screws around?
Yeah, I could go either way. I don't
know. which one has the drugs? I'm gonna take that.
Both of them do. Well, that doesn't help.
Which one has the killing?
Both of them do.
Son of a bitch. Well, drugs and killing, I'm good. Either one, I'm good.
But I would love to see games come out like that. I really would.
And I'm thinking they are advancing in gaming, and they're advancing in how people react to the games and how we actually view them so much that's why we are given these choices, why we are given, like, games like, I'll go back to games like Fallout, where you have different factions that you can join. And by joining one, pisses off another one.
And substantially changes what could have been in the game.
Exactly. I mean, I know Fallout, Fallout New Vegas. I've played both games on the Powder Ganger side and on the, pretty much independent side. I really didn't join forces with the NRC or the Metal Gear guys or anything like that all that much. But I know that when I joined up Powder Ganger side, that changed the aspect of the game completely. Like, I played all the way through as the independent, kind of neutral guy.
Yeah.
All the way through to end up choosing. You have to end up choosing one side at the end. You have to. There's no way around it. I mean, you had deal with Mr. House, deal with Yes Man, or deal with Legion. I took Yes Man because he was a robot. He was cool.
Yeah.
You couldn't kill him. So it's kind of one of those, all right. And, actually killing Mr. House was kind of fun. So.
Nice.
But, yeah, I mean, every choice you make in some of these games, it really changes your aspect about what you're doing. Infamous is another one where your power-ups and the way you choose your good missions towards bad missions or whatever, you can be the dick that just blows everything up, or you can be the good guy, the hero, to jump in and save everyone.
That's actually why I think I found so much enjoyment, and I'm seriously looking forward to the Bethesda online game.
Yeah,
and Star Citizen coming out, just because when you transfer your gaming from there will always be a love and there will always be a market for the fighting games like Mortal Kombat.
Well, of course.
Or the shooting games like Call of Duty,
Metal Gear.
There will always be a love for that, and I don't see them ever fading out. I think they may calm down, but I don't think they'll ever fizzle out.
Some of them really reign more than others. I mean, There was a game created for Xbox, a badass game. It was called Black, and it was an amazing first-person shooter. Kind of one of those operative. You're an agent.
Okay.
Go down, blast the shit out of fucking everything. Kill your way to your next mission, kind of thing, like a Call of Duty kind of thing, whatever. And just the guns that they used were realistically based. The whole mission itself, it was just enthralling, and you had so many different levels you could play on. Yeah, I mean, it was just everything was always the same when it came to your missions.
That's why I say I feel that there will always be a love for those type of solo, single player, or 2-player games. But I think as a gamer, the biggest step that you could do is move into the MMOs.
Yeah.
If you move into the MMOs, you start playing with a fuck ton of other people. And upwards of tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of people. And everything you do, the creators of MMOs look at it differently than the creators of these RPG single players, or 2 players. Where they with the RPG you'll create a story, and it'll kind of be fixed. You have certain points that you have to do, and everything like that.
And then MMOs, you don't have to have a story in.
Exactly, it's all player based.
So it's a free run.
Everything you do is a choice. And anything you do will affect everybody else in the game. Mm-hmm. That, I think, is the biggest step you can make in gaming right now. Is because it truly is your creation.
Now, if only they can figure out how to do one of these for a system online, do an MMO, not just on a computer.
Well, we kind of see that with Destiny, but
that doesn't affect everybody in the game. That only affects your group.
I think they were trying to start going that way with Destiny.
And it's a good start.
And
I just think they need
it's a great start, but
keep going.
That's exactly what it is, though. It's a start towards that.
Exactly.
And you got to get everybody to start shifting over that way before you can just be like, blam! Here's this really awesome game, and we've only got 5 people playing it.
Right. Now, you got to figure when creating something like that it will build over time. You can't expect that you're going to have 1 million players day one.
Absolutely.
It has to be word of mouth. Like, hey, have you tried this game? No, what is it? Well, check it out. Then the next person goes on and on and on and on and on and on. Then you got a gathering of millions of people playing it within maybe months to years, but not within the first couple days.
And we already see a market for it. I mean, World of Warcraft.
Obviously. That's been going forever.
Shit. There's another one that it starts with a G. I forget it. EVE Online. You've got all these MMOs on G Potato. And you already see a love for this.
The hell's a G Potato?
It's a website where you can get free-to-play MMOs.
All right.
All of them on G Potato are free-to-play. They have items that you can buy with real money. Some of them affect things differently. But basically, everything that you could buy with real money, you can get in the game as well.
Right.
Through time and experience.
So it's easier just to play the damn game instead of just being a pussy and buying everything?
Pretty much. But you already see this love, and you already see, like, World of Warcraft. People pay $20 a month for it. EVE Online, people pay $15 a month for it. The other one that I can't remember right now, I think that one's a $10 subscription every month. And then you see even more people on the free-to-play ones, because they don't have to give up money, but and in all of the MMOs, there's usually you can spend real money to get certain things, which helps build up cash for them to keep evolving the game and keep getting bigger and adding new things.
No, I get that completely. It's the ones where you pay so much to just have that giant advantage over everybody else.
A lot of the MMOs have found that will kill off a lot of the players.
Well, yeah.
So a lot of the things that you can buy with real money, like take World of Warcraft for instance, you're already paying a subscription to play. And they found that they don't want to make it disadvantaged to everybody else just because somebody has more money than somebody else.
Right.
So a lot of the things that you can buy in World of Warcraft with real money are generally pets, rare pets, that you could go out and get sometimes, and sometimes they'll just send it to you for free.
Right.
Like if they're experiencing a birthday or if there was a big problem with the server and it went down for however long.
Freaking pets, so.
But it's basically just a pet.
Yeah, it's nothing that's going to give you an advantage over everybody else.
No.
And, I mean, that is fair. There was a game I was playing. It was actually one of these ones you get off Google Play. I play on the phone or whatever.
Oh, yeah. Those are getting big, too. The app market.
Yeah, it is.
Is getting huge.
The
Casual
advertisements
gamers have gone up 30, 40 fold.
And see, the problem with those ones is it is one of they're all online, of course. Well, not all, of course. I mean, you got Angry Birds. That's not online.
Or Balloon Pop.
Exactly.
Love Balloon Pop.
But I'm saying some of these ones like the Kingdom, Build Up an Empire,
Clash
kind of
of
thing.
Clans.
Exactly. These type of games, there is that dick that has more money, that has no life whatsoever, and spends his money on this game, becoming, top dog because he can buy all of his shit.
Yeah.
And I quit playing the one.
That's what I consider the Facebook games, the quite a few on the Android market, is just the who has more money games.
Right, and that's bullshit. That shouldn't be allowed. I mean, I quit playing because of the fact, when I first started the damn thing, I don't remember what it's called, but I first started playing the thing. You got your little kingdom there where you look after everybody. After a while, you can venture out and go, mine at these things or whatever, take over pieces of land.
Yeah.
And you do this through experience, through leveling up, through, tournaments and shit like that to make your character stronger.
Another thing that I don't like about those games is the time-based on a lot of them.
Oh, I hate the time-based thing. But, I took the time with it.
Because that's just another reason that these people are spending all their cash.
oh, yeah, you can spend fucking $15 and wipe away your time base. Everything's instant.
Yeah.
For the next week here, you get anything you fucking want.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm just going to update my freaking system all the way to the top, and now you're all screwed.
And that's been an annoyance with me in a lot of games because I've played some on the computer online. Like there's one called Travian.
Never heard of it.
It is a good game and it did have a good premise until everything went time based and you could buy to get your army up. You could buy to degrade your time, and after that, there was no point to it because I didn't have money.
Yeah.
I couldn't spend money on this game.
Yeah, I got more important things to spend my money on.
And plus, I'm playing it casually, no more than like an hour a day on this.
Right.
Most of the time, it's just going in and going, hey, how's my food going? How's my storage going? What can I upgrade? And I got so tired of it because these people that could and will pay all their money for it will just come in and wreck you.
Yeah. Those loot the shit out of you, everything you have, just for the hell of it. And you can't retaliate because they've paid to have everything, armored, hauled big and everything else on their shit.
Yeah.
They're what I call, pricks.
We have spent quite a bit of time on that topic.
Yeah, what time are we looking at here?
We're looking at being 54 minutes into this.
All right. Well,
did we want to cover some movies real quick?
That's exactly what I was going to get into. Is let's go over a couple things here. Here's an interesting one. It's IMAX only, which is kind of crazy. But if you liked Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, they came out with a second one.
Interesting.
Yes, The Green Legend is what it's called. It is IMAX only, though. So
They do have nicer theaters, though.
I love the IMAX theater. They're
fuck yeah.
huge. And I mean, you're sitting right close to it. And
Is it supposed to be in real D?
I doesn't say here. All I've got is the release dates and such. That's coming out August 28th.
That's starting to get annoying, though, all this real D and 3D stuff.
Right. Let's see, as we go on here. Obviously, they made a new Fantastic Four. I believe they're redoing the Fantastic Four.
Yeah, they're completely changing it up. I believe this one's supposed to be kids, and they're out in space or something.
Yeah, we'll just count that as one I'm not going to ever watch.
And we've got a train in the background.
Yes, we do. Hello, train.
Thank you. We love you.
Right on time. It's a 6 o'clock pass.
Assholes.
All right, and we've got a new Mission Impossible coming out.
Oh, God.
Apparently, they're bringing back all of the same cast members.
Oh, God.
So, we've got Rogue Nation. It is due to release in July 31st.
I know there's a big following for that series, but seriously, it needs to die.
They've made too many, in my opinion. They've made way too much.
It's kind of like the Die Hards, and I'm a lover of the Die Hard series,
Same
but
here,
it went way too long.
Even Live Free Die Hard was a little too much. And actually, technically, that was never supposed to be a Die Hard movie till they casted Bruce Willis.
Yep.
And then they're like, oh, you know what? Screw it. What am I going to Die Hard? Moving on here. For the ladies out there, you're going to love this. Magic Mike XXL is coming out. That'll be in theaters July 1st of this year, of course. Following that up on the same day, the new Terminator Genesis. Another redo.
I'm actually kind of interested on that one.
It's a prequel, kind of.
It is. It's supposed
Prequel,
to be,
sequel.
It's supposed to be a prequel, sequel being... And what we mean by that is everything that has happened. But this is supposed to be the origin story of why all that happened in the future.
Exactly. I mean, it is one that I'm probably going to give a chance. But
I haven't given a lot of Terminators the chance just because it's usually the same story over
I've actually
and
seen
over
them all.
And over.
I went ahead and seen them all, and they're decent enough. And it is the same. It's just the different makes and models of the Terminators they're sending back.
That's why I'm
they
looking...
sent back one, and then they sent back another one to kill that one, and they sent back another one to kill both of them. And
I'm actually kind of looking forward to this because it will show a lot of the paradox theory in it. Mm-hmm. It will, because...
Which technically the first one was a paradox itself.
Yeah.
Because he went back to kill Sarah Connor. He ends up, dead, but it changed her because now she knows about the company. She shuts down the company, but the company makes the Terminators. Therefore, they weren't able to send them back to begin with. Therefore, she was never going to be able to know about the company.
It's actually more the paradox of the fact that you sent something back in time created the entire mess in the first place.
Yeah, pretty much. That's exactly what it was. All right, moving on here because we are running out of time.
And we've got like two more things that we'd like to
another
try and
couple
get out.
few here. June 26th, we got Ted 2. If you were a lover of Ted, you'll love Ted 2.
Oh, fuck yeah, I'm looking forward to that one.
And Peanuts fans, they are making a Peanuts movie.
Ooh.
It is set to release on... Sorry, I lost him for a minute. All right, November 6th.
That's one I might go see.
Yes.
I love Snoopy.
It is the new Peanuts movie. And on the cover is Snoopy on his house.
I love Snoopy. Snoopy and Woodstock. Come on. How can those not be your favorite characters?
And for those that haven't figured out that it's such bullshit yet, we do have another Paranormal Activity, The Ghost Dimension, coming out on October 23rd. Shoot me in the fucking face before I go see that one.
That's going to be a little bit hard because you already promised to shoot me in the face for that one.
And I know big fans out there for the Hunger Games.
Oh, yeah.
We do have Mockingjay Part 2.
Finally!
November 20th.
Fucking finally.
And something I think is going to be kind of awesome. something that's been talked about lately in some of the TV shows and such. You love Christmas, you love Santa. How about you love Krampus? He will be coming out on December 4th.
That one sounds interesting.
Star Wars The Force Awakens, December 8th.
I'm still not sure about that one.
I'm willing to give it a shot.
I'm willing to give it a shot. I'm willing to go look at it. But everything that I've heard so far is that Disney took this over. It's not a George Lucas thing anymore.
Yes.
And they ruined all of the external world that the fans and everybody else and George Lucas have created.
I'm not sure exactly on that.
The extended universe, sorry.
The previews looked decent. So, and they brought back the old characters. So I kind of want to give it a shot just to see what it is. Finally, if you're not, so sick of helium voices yet, we do have Alvin and the Chipmunks number 4.
Wait, there was a number 3?
Apparently so. Number 4 will be released on December 23rd.
I knew it had 2. It had the Chipmunks and the Chipmunk Squeakquel.
Yeah. I
don't remember a third.
I think the third
unless that was the shipwrecked one.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I was going to say. Is I think that was with the Chipettes.
The Chipettes were the second movie.
Were they in the Squeakquel?
Yeah.
I don't fucking know how they did it.
I don't know.
One squeaked on by. All right, that is it for my release dates on movies.
Some of them look good.
Some of them do look good.
We'd like to hear your guys' opinion on this as well.
Actually, we would like to hear anything, as we've been saying forever.
Yeah, get in our discussions.
Exactly.
Seriously.
Email us, comment on our pages, anything. Just let us know what you want us to talk about, or let us know that we are annoying the shit out of you. Whatever the fuck you want to let us know.
Yeah, even if it's just, fuck you guys. We love it.
I heard you guys drinking. That's not cool.
Cool. Love you. Thank you for talking to us.
Thanks for your opinion, jackass. Anyways, okay,
real
moving
quick,
on.
Before we wrap up the show, let's take a minute, since we are doing this on the last day of May, this 2015.
This is the 31st.
Let's, before we wrap up the show, let's wrap up this May.
All right, let's do it to it. Rock and roll.
So this May has been just fucking weird for Colorado.
This May has been the wettest freaking season I've seen yet.
We've gone years being in a drought, I believe, for the last 5 or 6.
They always said drought, now we've seen rain. So I was like, what?
We were getting rain, but it was light.
It wasn't anything like this last.
It would last for maybe 10 minutes and go away.
Well,
all this May, we've had fucking just storm
technically
after storm, and some of them have lasted an entire week.
Technically, last year or the year before that, was landslides up in the mountain areas there because of the rain.
Yeah.
So,
but that was also because of forest fires that were breaking out.
That is true. We had forest fires, and then we had
It didn't take much rain for some of those slides.
Yeah, exactly.
But this year we were hammered with rain.
Yeah, it's still going. So hopefully, come this June, it kind of backs off and lets us get some of that yard work done that we need to get done, and
let some of us go to work.
Right.
But yeah, May has been interesting. We've lost some people at the house.
A few roommates have been in and out. Unexpected. There was the threats and anger and everything else throughout this month here.
And there were quite a few birthdays this month, too.
That is true.
Around town.
Yes, very much so. In fact, I'd like to shout out right now to Noel Jones. Happy birthday, buddy. It is your birthday today, so.
Happy birthday, Noel.
And other than that, the new piece of information here, the Kodo is no longer the drunken monkey Kodo. He is actually legitimately sober.
He's been going strong for, I believe,
it's about a week and a half now.
Almost 2 weeks.
Yes, he is. He's made great progress. We are proud of him. We also...
We at the studio give a big shout out to that. And I mean, like, anybody that can just straight up be like, no, I need to stop.
Right?
More power to you.
Exactly. I mean, you got to recognize when it's just too much. When everything is in, jeopardy, you got to go, okay, maybe I've went a little too far.
And we've supported pretty much every roommate that we've had now has had this issue and
this I want to stop drinking
made
thing.
this choice and
we do support it.
We've always backed it.
No, I mean, not saying that I'm going to stop drinking myself, but we can handle ourselves for the most part.
We will make it as easy as we can
for
you to do what you need to do.
Yeah, we're not going to put it right in front of your face. Here, buddy, watch me drink a beer.
Yeah, we're not dicks about it.
Well, we are dicks, but not dicks about it.
And I had my birthday this month.
That is, you and Ford both.
That was a fun one. I took the 24 beer challenge for being 24.
That did not end well.
No, it didn't. But I had fun.
Yeah, he may have had fun. Drunken JJ running around. Whee!
Yeah, I was lit that night. But can you blame me?
No, not at all. Of course. And you went to see your father and that side of the family this month as well.
Got to reconnect with them after a while.
Yes.
And we've been seeing our other mom here recently quite a bit this month. Your mom.
Oh.
She's come over like
I see her too
4
much.
times this month as opposed to the original
maybe
once every 2.
Hey, it's more of I want my money. Why are you trashing my house? It's not your house no more, bitch. Leave me alone. I stole that shit from you, remembers?
Hey, I'll look back on the month and have some good memories out of it. I mean, it was a fun month.
It's been up and down, up and down. We've had a dartboard stolen. We've had a Jeep lost. Moron tried to come over searching for somebody because he stole her Jeep.
Yeah,
that was idiotic.
Yeah.
I honestly, it kept everything in me for not beating crap out of him right there.
All right, and
I believe we
reached the climax, not Climax Colorado, but the climax of this show.
Haha.
I told you I was going to pull that out again. I told you.
I've not reached my climax yet. I told you, don't stare at me when I try to do that.
I believe we are unsure right now if we're going to keep the room that we're in. It is a little bit echoey in here. But we have some soundproofing stuff that we might be using.
I've got a couple few things. That's not enough, but...
And we may be moving to another room here soon.
If in fact you're right, we can put a pool table in here, then we might be able to keep it. I don't know.
It's all dependent on this pool table if we keep this room or if we change rooms.
It really is, honestly, freaking... I need to bring the damn thing in, and I need somewhere to put it. So...
But, I believe we are at the end of our show now. We are running about almost... we're at 8 minutes over now.
It's all right.
So, is there anything else you have?
Hopefully I fixed my microphone. You all can hear me right this time.
I'm hoping so too. I mean, it looks like it. It looks like it.
Yeah, that was a battle. So
yeah, we've been having issues with that one for a while.
Stupid microphone.
And I know I was going in and out all the time because I was looking up stuff that we've had planned out for today.
You notice how I have mine set up? Yeah, you should do that.
Yeah, probably, but then you can't see it either.
I can't see it to begin with anyway. Can't see shit.
All right, so for Dual Thoughts,
I am TR.
I am JJ.
Where we duel out the thoughts that come to our heads.
Have a great night, folks.